What's up everyone, it's Simon, and today we're taking a look at what I'm taking camera-wise for holiday travels in 2023. As I'm packing my bags to head out for the holidays for the family tour of 2023, my mom decided to call and say, hey, can you bring a camera so we can have a good family photo, which we haven't had in a few years. And of course I'm not going to say no to mom because she's mom. She brought me into this world. She could probably take me back out. And so mom gets what mom wants. That being said, mom's house is also incredibly dark. They don't have a ton of light in the bigger rooms. They use kind of ambient light from big windows during the day, but at night it's quite dark with only some like floor lamps and things. And so I had to change up what my normal tiny camera kit is for this trip. Normally I will carry the Sony 24-105 f4. This is kind of my bread and butter lens of like if I could only carry one lens. However, it doesn't necessarily do as well in lower light situations, and since we have a specific request from mom, I decided to change it up. And so we are actually going to take the 24-70 f2.8 G Master version 1. This is my workhorse of a photo lens, and so I decided to change it up because of the fact that I needed the low light capabilities. I wanted that extra little bit of light allowance from it, and so that's why I changed it up. It's not much different in size and weight, but it gives me the extra bit of light. And what am I carrying that on? That is on the Sony a7 IV, which is kind of my go-to camera body for any situation like that because it's got the versatility that the other cameras don't have. The R series are great for huge file sizes, but for a photo for mom, I don't need that. I would rather have the lower light capability of the a7 IV, and I don't own an a7S, which I don't necessarily like the photos out of that camera, so this is the winning medium. And this is kind of my like go-to workhorse. This is a great little setup. It does pretty much all I need, and yeah, so this is the main chunk of it. Just because of the fact that we are going places that have interesting landscapes, and I don't know what my nieces and nephew are going to get us into. I am also bringing the 20 f1.8 G lens from Sony. It's tiny. It gives me a little bit more of a wide angle if needed. Also super fast with that f1.8 aperture. And then because of the fact that I have to take the photo for mom, we have to carry the tripod, which is just a small Benro travel tripod. I've had this thing for quite a few years. It's solid, it's tiny, it's lightweight. There's not much more else I can say about it. I don't think this exact version is sold anymore, but it is what it is. And in case I want to record video while we're there, I'm taking the Sony ECM B1M. The reason for this is it doesn't require any extra wires, so I'm able to just hook it right onto the top of the a7 IV and shoot a quick video. I've got some things in the works for 2024 that I'm just trying to like feel out how it's going to look and feel, and so if I want to shoot a quick video as a test, I am able to do that while we're traveling. Along those lines, I'm also wanting to be able to record some audio of just recording audio, so I'm also going to take my little Zoom F1 field recorder. That way I can just record some audio bits if I want to think of how things sound on that format. It doesn't take up much space or weight, and it gives me a ability to just focus on talking. Again, got some things in the works. It is going to come in handy. I'm trying to use the holiday season to develop some things personally that I want to do for myself. I'm trying to take life a little less seriously as far as content creation. I know I want to be putting out quality, but I also want to have fun with it. I realized this year that I was taking things way too seriously when it came to certain content creation, which was inhibiting me from actually creating, which is part of where carrying the GoPro 12 comes in. And if you've seen any of my Instagram feed as of late, you'll see a lot of random ski footage all coming off of this. And it's because I just want to put out content. I love learning, and I've realized that putting out the content about while I'm learning is more enjoyable, because then I can learn with people and I can get feedback. And the GoPro 12 has actually blown my mind with what it's capable of, both in just like the regular like lens mode, but also with the max lens mod. I've been thoroughly impressed while skiing with that setup. So who knows what I'm gonna do? Who knows what my nieces and nephews are gonna try and do? So just having something to have some fun will come in handy. And then of course my Peak Design strap. I swear by these. I've had this one for probably 7 or 8 years. I can't remember exactly how long this one is. I've had all of the size variants. And part of why I like this kit is the fact that I can literally just tuck all of it right into the small Shimoda cube. Obviously it's not going to fully travel like this, but it doesn't take up much size and space. This trip is not about cameras and things, and in the past I have traveled with more camera equipment for the holidays, but I don't need it. So I might as well take less of this and focus on family and be able to take some good imagery when I have the opportunity. This is the perfect meld for what I'm trying to do with this trip, and I'm stoked. It should be an interesting trip. I don't know exactly what we're getting into. We've kind of left that to the family to plan our lives, which is slightly terrifying, but also exciting because it's the one less thing I have to think about. So yeah, it's going to be a couple weeks before I record another video. Probably I might record something there. Who knows? But that's all I got on this one. Hope you guys have a great week. Have happy holidays. See you guys next time.